Yay. Fixed with a can of spray. Oh, hot. Why is that? I only noticed after taking the battery off, I felt this wave of heat. And the coils are both really hot. Why are the coils on? Bit more access. Doesn't make my life any easier because now I don't have a battery and I'd need to shield everything and keep this away from anything in order to do some testing. So first thing I want to test, are we getting a signal here? And I shouldn't need battery power to do that. I should get continuity, right? So we'll try that. I'll try and explain what I'm doing. Continuity mode. This is the trigger, this is the go button for the starter solenoid. I shouldn't need any power from the bike to do this because it's a purely analog motorcycle. So assuming that ignition is on, and that's set to run, if I push this button, I should get a signal between those two. And I do, so I can be fairly confident that there isn't a break in the loom all the way to there. So what's stopping this motorcycle from should be that, and now I'm going to have to go on the internet and find a replacement. So thank you all for watching. I know this was a very, very short video, but a very, very annoying video. Like, you know, I'm not angry or anything like that. It's just annoying because you've got to take all of this gubbins off. And then I noticed the coils were hot, and I'm like, why are the coils hot? We haven't even fired it. Is that normal? It's the first time I've ever taken a battery out and gone, oh, I wonder what's warm, and felt the coils, and they're hot. So do we have a secondary issue? We're not going to know, we're just going to keep chipping away at it, right? Let's try and bring this monster back to life. It's a classy bike, deserves to be run again. It's got a lovely throttle now. Ooh, if you remember day one when it didn't have a throttle, oh, now it does. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see what the next video brings. Pain and suffering as I buy a really expensive part that's someone else's secondhand shit. Thanks. Well, this is about as crude as it's gonna get. I'm gonna seat the battery right between all this little lot. I'm not gonna have the coil packs installed. I'm gonna see if I can test the starter relay before ordering a new one. Just see what's up. Well, it's all getting a bit Frankenstein at the moment, but needs must. So that's the earth. Somewhere over there is the positive hanging in midair. Yeah, you're all right. And now I've got to get the terminals around the right way on the battery or kaboom! So rather than try and balance the battery on top of the bike, and this is a lead acid battery, so should it spill, okay, that's the battery connected. Coil packs are disconnected somewhere. They're disconnected, Ignition is on, and let's see if she cranks. Ha! Ha! I'm in desperate need of a cup of tea. So here's our problem. If you didn't spot it earlier, I'm going to replay it for you in order to do some testing. So first thing I want to test. I'm just going to have a look at this. Yeah. And then I give this a little... That should not have come out so easy, but there isn't anything on here that locks it into place, I can see. It's just showing me that it can only go in one way round, but there's nothing that stops this from falling out. And it just sits on 2 round pins, so I guess as this progressively has a little wiggle, it either makes contact or it doesn't. So I'm gonna figure a way out of not only getting better contact from those, but keeping it in place. Then we need to find out why these coil packs are hot all the time. They're on, and generating heat. That's why they're disconnected at the moment, because I'm not keen on that. So once I've got this sorted out, I'll keep it away from the rest of the bike, and then we can look at more Heath Robinson, Alex Vampire. It's alive! Not anymore. God, be careful what I connect that to. Are any of you into potions? I'm not really keen on this stuff. I'm not keen on getting it on my hands. It's bloody horrible. All I know this stuff does is dry everything out. I don't actually know if it makes the world a better place. Yay. Fixed! With a can of spray. Definitely is not fixed with a can of spray. So my intention is to take this little pick here now that the connection's looking much better with that amazing potion I just sprayed on it, and I'm going to use this inside just to close up the connectors so that they fit better into the starter solenoid. Just a brief example is just sticking these in the sides and closing them up so that when it makes contact, it's going to be a much tighter fit. Oh, that is much tighter. Wow. So we know that's going to be good for a while, but now I want it to stay good for a while. So I'm going to take these off, clean them. By that I mean these. Take them off, clean them, make sure they're properly tight, make sure they're all good. I'd love to polish this up, but that is not dirt, that is paint. And then I would like to figure something out where I can lock this into position. And I'm not really a fan of super glue or anything like that, although you'd argue it. But I need to figure something out. It won't be amazing, but it will hold it in place, because I don't need that happening again. That was a lot of labour just to get to that point. Heath Robinson. This one is not connecting up. Fluminec, Alex. Okay, so it's a little Heath Robinson, but it's not the worst you've ever seen, is it? I'm keeping the starter solenoid away from anything metal with my cleaning rag. I've reattached the coil packs. Everything's wired up. I just got to give it some positive energy, baby. Are we feeling positive? You are. I love analog bikes. Well, it's it's a connection. Let's try a better connection. There we go. Bit of ignition. Bit of choke maybe. And hit go and see if she cranks. Oh crap. What now? To be brutally honest, at least I know that pushing the button makes the starter solenoid click, but really this isn't enough of a connection to give the starter motor a decent chance in life. So I'm gonna have to put all of this back together. Yay! And remove my weedy little jump leads for motorbikes. Compared to car and van jump leads, these are weedy because it's so easy to carry. And yeah, take everything apart, re-put it all back together, and then let's see if we can crank it and get some spark in and see if this carb rebuild was good. Thanks for watching.